Hi, today I'm going to walk you through the complete step-by-step process to download and install the latest version of Docker Desktop on Ubuntu. And of course, we will confirm that everything is working by running our first container together. A lot of people use Docker because it's an incredibly powerful packaging tool that lets you build, ship, and run applications inside lightweight, isolated containers. This means your code works flawlessly everywhere, every time. Before we dive into the installation, let's check what version of Ubuntu we have by opening the terminal and typing lsb_release-a. As you can see, we are currently running Ubuntu 24.04.3, which is the latest version at the time of filming this video. We can also check the Ubuntu version from user interface by going to Settings, System, and About. Since we already know what version we have, let's open the browser and search Docker. Open the Docker's official webpage, and when you hover your mouse on top of Download Docker Desktop button, you can see a bunch of different download options. Since we are installing it on Ubuntu, we need the last one, Download for Linux. So let's click on it and scroll down and choose Ubuntu. As for system requirements, to install Docker, you need a 64-bit processor and Ubuntu versions 25.10, 25.04, and LTS versions 24.04, 22.04. And you need at least 4 gigabytes of RAM. Now let's open install using apt repository link in a new tab and copy this code. You can just paste everything at once into the terminal and probably it will work, but if any of the intermediate command fails, the shell will usually continue trying to execute the remaining commands. This can lead to an incomplete or broken installation. To avoid all this mess, we can open any text editor of your choice. I will go with the one that comes pre-installed with Ubuntu and paste it here. I will also create install docker.sh bash script and save to downloads folder. Let's return to our terminal and change directory with cd downloads command. Before we execute our script, we can double check the content of the file and give it an execution permission with chmod +x command. To run it, type sudo /install-docker.sh. Hit Y for yes. We can now close this tab because we already installed required packages and configured the apt repository. Now let's download the package, which is the binary installer file for Debian-based operating systems. We can copy the second command, go back to the terminal and paste it. It will give us some information regarding how much space it needs and will ask for your input. Type Y and press enter. Basically, we could have done the exact same thing just by double-clicking the file and following the steps on screen, but let's be honest, this way is much cooler. We are typing commands, not clicking buttons. Okay, it has finished its job. We can go and open the application launcher, and here you can already see Docker desktop icon. Let's open it up and click accept. Here it will ask you to log in, but we will skip it for now. Before we dive in, Docker will usually take a couple of seconds to initialize and start up. We already have Docker Desktop installed and let's use it to run our first container. There are two different ways to launch a container. One would be to run it from the command line, but if you are a beginner, it's much easier to do the same from Docker Desktop user interface. Just click on what is a container and it will run welcome Docker container for you locally on port 8088. To make sure that it's really running, just click here and it will open the browser. Congratulations, you run your first container. Now we can go back and stop the container, and if we refresh the browser, you can see that it no longer works. If you found this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.